Welcome to Therapy TV at the Hurricane Festival. Next to me are the wonderful Twin Atlantic. Welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Very well. Yeah. Very awake, very fresh.
And you?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. No hangover, nothing.
And at the moment, generally, in what kind of state of mind are you?
Well, you've probably picked the two most complicated members from our band.
Which is exactly perfect because I'm a therapist, so I can therapy you.
I think I have the mind of a child. Mm-hmm. That's generally how it goes, but I'm nearly a man. Some would say I'm a man, but with the mind of a child.
I'm feeling very positive about life.
Right now he does. Right now, but in about 10 hours, you'll be the exact opposite.
How come?
Split personality.
Ooh. Have you got a bit of a schizophrenic personality?
I don't think so.
Maybe you don't know, but your band member...
Maybe I do.
How come you're saying that he's schizophrenic or that he's got a sort of other side of him?
It's not bad. It's really good. It's why we all like him. But he can go from very high to very low really quickly.
You get aggressive.
I don't think so.
We have some instruments here. What instrument would you say you identify with the most?
I'd say probably the triangle.
Yeah, go for
it. Yeah. What was that? I genuinely did not think that's the last one I thought you'd pick.
It's very relaxing, isn't it?
So you need something relaxing.
Yes.
I know why he's picked. I've got my hand up. I know why he's picked it. He's picked that because it's really clean and there's not a lot. The other things have got some messy things on them, but this one's really neat and tidy. And
I love the way you're like describing him all the time, and he's like.
Whereas you would probably pick this because it's kind of like multicolored. And
I honestly was going to pick this because I just think it's funny to go like that. That is funny.
That's a childlike personality in you, isn't it?
Very much so.
Where did you grow up exactly?
In Glasgow, Scotland.
In Glasgow, because I thought maybe the suburbs, or was it more sort of?
No, well, we were sort of in between, like inner city, not in the city centre, not in the suburbs, just the bit in between where all the real people live.
And what was it like growing up in Glasgow?
Probably very similar to growing up anywhere else. I think it was.
But just like your childhood a little bit. Maybe you can describe, how it was.
You had to combat the weather. So when you're a kid, you want to go outside and play all the time, and you wake up, on like summer holidays from school, and it would just be raining, so you have to spend all day inside, and that would probably affect you as a child, because then you go into your imagination and you have a bit more of a vivid imagination muscle.
Okay, do you agree with that?
Yep, no, I do.
Talking about imagination, I have a little test for you. It's our special Rorschach test. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I have.
But we have like a variation of it, obviously, a much better variation.
Okay.
So basically, do you want to go for it, or you can both go for it?
Yeah.
We can both do it, yeah. Okay.
So, this is the famous analysis sauce. So you have to squeeze it onto the piece of paper and then fold it.
Any way I want?
Any way you want.
Okay.
Very, very creative.
Trying my best. Yeah. We are being filmed after all. Wow, I'm taking this so seriously. Okay.
So now, what is that for you?
That's obviously a moose. Isn't it?
Aye.
What is it for you? A moose as well?
A moose, yeah.
I saw a lion straight away.
Oh. I can see what you're saying, yeah. And I could get that.
A moose. Talking about animals, if you would have to choose an animal for him, what animal would it be and why?
A horse.
Why?
Majestic, powerful, respected, temperamental.
Okay, and what? And you can cry if you want to. We have some tissues here. So if you feel emotional.
If I feel the need to cry.
When you grew up in Glasgow, what was your first contact with music? I mean, what instruments did you learn, or how did you sort of get into music at all?
I honestly got into music. That's okay, thank you. I got into music when I met Ross because we went to high school together, so we've known each other since we were like 12, something like that. And I would go around to his house, and his dad played guitar, and Ross was just learning to play guitar. And then that started us both listening to just like guitar music. So it was around like, you know, that age, 12.
And did your father appreciate you playing a lot of music, or did he get you into music, or how did that work?
Yeah, he was always just playing music around the house, and my mum and dad were keen that I would learn how to play different instruments, piano and things like that. So
Have they been supportive all through your whole career, your parents?
They've been supportive, yeah, but I'm a little bit different to Ross, that no one in my family plays an instrument. And my mum actually got me a guitar when I was 15, but then I wasn't allowed to play it for 2 years because my older sister was sitting her exams at school. So it just sat there. I didn't learn until I was like 17 or 18. So it's like the exact...
That's pretty late.
Yeah.
For becoming a professional musician.
Professional, yeah. It explains a lot to a lot of people, I'm sure, that I took it up quite late.
Okay. And what people were really influential in your life?
Probably my grandparents. My grandparents, and I mean everyone in my family really, along the way has given me some advice that, you know, for different reasons works, but my grandparents have probably given me the most helpful, and I guess that's the classic thing. The older and they're wiser, and yeah.
And with you?
Probably my dad.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's just the person that you can just go to whenever you need to know anything, and he just knows.
Yeah, he does.
It's quite simple.
My dad's pretty influential in music. He's very funny, so that's always good to have. I have some pictures, and I'd like you just to associate a word or a sentence or anything that comes to mind. You hold this.
Yeah, I can hold this.
First of all.
I mean, I'm just gonna...
What? For some reason,
idea.
I've got the word communist in my head.
The communist? Okay.
Because of, I can tell you why if you want, but...
Yeah?
Well, the red star.
on his tie.
I'm honestly, the word that's in my head is bronzing. Normality.
Comedy for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
This lady?
The Champions League, because this looks like the Champions League trophy.
Oh yeah, it does. So.
Oh wow, yeah. I never. That's all I can see.
Oh, that's Jennifer Lawrence. Sex.
I'd go with that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I have a little role play game as well. Talking of sex. Okay, I want you to take this finger puppet.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to role play, and this is a groupie, and she's going to hit on you.
Okay.
You want to see how you react?
This is me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. What are you doing tonight?
I'm playing a concert
Are you in a famous band?
only in my own imagination.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend.
Is it something serious?
Yes. How dry that would be. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Are you really, really serious? Look at me. I'm beautiful.
You are very beautiful. But I am. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, come on.
And then there'd be like a sort of karate kick type affair, and that would be it.
Wow, so your groupies have no chance with you?
As long as you do it when no one's looking, you just. Yeah.
The karate move or the sort of other bit?
Just the sound effect. Oh no, the karate move. You just do the sound effect though, you don't actually kick it. It kind of like, then they don't find you attractive anymore.
Did you have you had groupies? Yeah, it actually suits you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you had groupies hitting on you?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel sorry. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'll be honest. But I feel sorry for girls or guys that they can't find what they're looking for in a normal situation. They have to look at people that are put up on a pedestal because they write a good song or whatever, and I don't know, I feel kind of, it upsets me.
I mean, I feel okay about it. I think everyone...
About groupies.
I mean, everybody idolises somebody.
Who do you idolize? I think Nirvana plays a big role for you guys.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's more me. That's more me. Yeah.
What is it about Nirvana that sort of you idolize them?
Just they're really sarcastic and they make fun of rock music, but they're like the most rocking band of all time. I think that's quite a funny like split personality.
And what bands do you idolize, or what people?
I've actually just realised when I said that I don't actually idolise anybody.
Nah,
No, I actually genuinely don't. I think maybe that says something about me. Am I like
God complex.
Sounds like it.
Potentially, yeah, potentially.
So, but there's people you admire, maybe not idolize. That's a pretty harsh word.
Yeah.
Fred, I know the answer for him. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. I mean, same as you, songwriting, I suppose, and I just like that he kind of had. I find his life very interesting, the struggles that he had and how he managed to combat them.
That's very true indeed. Had ups and downs, as everybody does, but very interesting personality, definitely. Do you have any phobias?
Yes. I don't know what this is called, but seeing people vomit.
I know, but who likes that?
Some people.
Well, certain people.
Yeah. Some people they go like, oh no, you're being sick. Whereas I honestly have to get as far away as possible. Then I like think about it for a month. It like haunts my dreams. I can replay people being sick. Every time I've seen someone be sick in my life, I can instantly replay it in my mind right now. It's horrendous.
That's very scary.
The last one was, we were landing on a plane. I think we were coming back from America into Glasgow, and I had an aisle seat, and the woman in the corresponding aisle seat next to me like threw up into her hands. Oh,
That is really very disgusting.
Everybody has a problem.
that's not.
with
I know, but well, and the other one for years was flying. So at that time, that was like the most horrendous,
Combination of phobias.
absolute like.
Vomitophobia, and I don't even know what the flying phobia is called.
Yeah, me neither. Fear of flying. Yeah. So
But you've overcome that now.
yeah, just being in this band and yeah, having friends overseas and traveling a lot and yeah.
And your phobias?
I'm quite scared of wasps. It's like a kind of irrational fear because they're so small, and also dying. But they're probably linked.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're allergic against wasps, then it gets really harsh.
Well, I think my uncle nearly died when he was stung, so that probably ties in. I don't know.
There's a word for the fear of dying, as you know. Well, in English, thanatophobia. Thanatophobia.
Is it? Yeah. Wow. How do you know that?
I think I was reading the dictionary one day and I came across it. I know that it sounds so boring, but I used to do that.
I thought it was an exciting story about it.
No, well,
We actually have a song called Thanatophobia, which
an
is
unreleased song that no one's ever heard, that we're waiting until you can have a song that's that sort of, not, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretentious.
Tell me when you release it. What is it about? I mean, obviously.
It's about, that everyone. I don't know. I had this idea when I read that. I think when I read that fear had a word. I don't know. It interested me in the whole thing, and then I kind of came to my own conclusion that everything that everyone ever does in life is derived from that. That your fear of dying, whether it's like running out of time or being scared
That's
of
sort of
war.
the essential thing behind everything.
For everyone's life, yeah.
Very philosophical.
I suppose so. Yeah, probably just naive because it was a few years ago.
No, but I think I remember in a film that was a big subject, and I mean, it is. Maybe people don't want to sort of, think about it or let it, but it is essentially probably that biggest fear behind everything.
Primitive, yeah.
Do you there's a big issue at the moment. I have the feelings in the last sort of few years that has been coming up about being in the moment and trying to sort of not think about 20 other things going on, but just being in the moment. Are you somebody who is in the moment, or do you also have loads of things distracting you?
Yeah, I'm very, very easily distracted, and
Very easily distracted, Sam.
but the times where I feel there's two things that make me feel that way, and they're so opposite. It's quite funny. One is playing music when in front of a lot of people, because it gives me this sort of like outer body feeling. I have to be another person, and then sometimes it allows me to kind of, you know, look at it from as if I'm a different person, and it makes me only concentrate in that one moment. And the other thing is playing golf.
Playing golf?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've played golf because like in Ireland you can pitch and putt.
Right.
And I kind of find it like a bit boring, isn't it?
Well, I used to. It's all I ever used to do before music was play golf, and I got. It's like meditating for me. It's like a state of zen or something.
Do you go on your own, or do you go with other people?
I used to when I was like younger, and I took it really seriously and everything. But now I play with other people. But I can't hit a golf shot. Excuse me, thinking of 20 other things. I can only think of that one thing. Yeah.
And how is it with you?
I think, yeah, I'm quite in the moment. Am I? Yeah, I think so.
I've seen the same thing happen to Ross when he plays piano by himself.
Oh yeah, just kind of get quite lost.
Yeah, play piano for like 4 hours, just like with his eyes closed, go into a whole other world. And
Okay. Yeah, but I can imagine that being very meditative, I'd say. Yeah, because I used to have a piano in my house in the first floor that didn't belong to me. It was like for this communal room, and I used to go down there on my own, just play on the piano. The next step we have in our analysis is these guys. I would like you to choose one figure for each band member and explain to me why you chose that figure.
okay, on you go. You go first. You can do Barry and me.
Okay, I would choose. I'd probably choose this for who am I doing, Barry? Well, I mean that's clearly got to be you, hasn't it?
I know.
So there's you.
So you both agree on that?
Yeah, because that person's a show off.
Are you a show off?
Yes, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for some other people that like our music,
I
but
think fortunately for us all.
But for me, you don't seem to be somebody who's like, very sort of arrogant or anything.
I am in a lot of ways, but not in a not with people. I like meeting people and talking to people, but in every other avenue, I probably am quite arrogant. Yeah,
Really?
probably.
And then this would probably be Barry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the look of it just
does look like him, yeah.
It reminds me of the look of him for a start, and I think that if he could get away with it, he would probably dress something like this.
Okay, in what sense? You mean dark military clothes, attire type of thing?
No, I just think that I don't know what this is, but I think that he would.
Sort of ninja-like, isn't it?
Yeah, he has quite a kind of Oriental look about him as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go, Barry and Sam.
I mean that. Yeah. I actually agree with that. Yeah.
It's me again.
Yeah. That's probably Ross.
Why?
Just because he sometimes goes on these sort of weird. He plays loads of characters sometimes and acts out all these like scenarios for everyone, and that looks like one of the things that he would be doing, and he'd give us a whole backstory about this. Like,
Honestly, that is amazing. Look how cool that is.
I know, it's cool. It's very cool. But that is definitely you. And then I'd say this is Craig because it's just got a wee cheery face, just a wee happy face.
I like that expression,
He's got a little, and I don't know, just kind of. Do you think so? Craig wears quite tight jeans as well, and that kind of reminds me of his legs.
Okay.
And vests.
And he wears vests, yeah. So.
Perfect. So we've got exactly the right figures for your band.
And he's actually he's quite good at like obeying the rules of everything.
Is that good or bad?
Can be good, can be bad.
Yeah, both probably, both. But so there you go.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
That was lovely to talk to you. Unfortunately, I've become signals that we have to finish our little session.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to give you some medicine though for on the way. Just hold the microphone a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strength.
I'm gonna take some strength.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Some gummy bears.
Nothing to do with the fact.
What else
that
do we have?
it's gummy bears.
Inspiration.
I'll go for the inspiration. See what-
And you can still have some verve if you like.
I think strength. Strength is
Yeah?
what I need.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And if you're not feeling good, or you've got things on your mind, phobias that have the flying phobia
Yeah.
returns, please come to my
Will do.
group sessions or my sessions. I'll be
gummy
there for you.
bears.
Yes, eat gummy bears. I'm there for you. I always will have an open ear for you both.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.